But ain't council estates full of immigrants?
Oh, I could never go to that area.
That's so edgy.
Oh, it must be hard coming from a broken home.
Chav.
Chav stands for council.
Oh yeah, council house and violent.
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a dirty word.
It sounds like a good rap song anyway.
I think I look like a chav.
Back in the day, like I said, when I was younger, I might have wore a few tracksuits.
Or I am a chav because of how I speak.
I'd feel away if someone called me a chav because I know what the stereotype of a chav is.
There's loads of people like a chavtastic.
It's seen as like a lower class kind of thing.
So when you say chav, you think Burberry,
Have your hair on the side and a flower bubble.
benefits,
You wear one of them tracksuit bottoms like, and they're like all full of tracksuits.
uneducated,
Or a Burberry bag.
bugs going like that.
Were they Uggs though? We both know you got those from Shoes In. Don't even try and lie to me.
I was called that when I was like 6 or 7.
I says, Mum, and this is when I was at school, someone just called me a chav, and she says, so there's no such thing as black chavs.
It's just demoralising, dehumanising.
It's one of those words that's associated to white people.
Sort of like Vicky Pollard,
If we was to take kidulthood, what are they? Chavs, thugs?
or like a roadman, or
Roadman,
stuff like that. Get that
100%.
lot.
But what if I had to take
Hood
the
rats.
programme, people just do nothing, they're classed as what?
Chavs.
Exactly, why?
But you have an iPhone, so you can afford to pay rent.
Well, for one, I'm an Android kind of guy.
I didn't even pay my phone bill, so
I think that's bullshit.
Oh, you must have stolen it. How am I gonna steal?
I know a lot of people who pay monthly for their TV, so they have it in their room, but they don't actually own it.
It's like one of those things where your mum doesn't want you to look like you come from where you come from.
And like if it breaks, the stress.
When really it's like I'm working.
Did you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work?
Yeah, to get that
To
money.
get that
graft.
money? No, you didn't.
The comparison between like a monthly bill of £35 and buying a house.
I'll have my nice phone. I will snap you with my iPhone 7. Snap, snap, snap.
Scrounger.
What do you mean scrounger?
They might put on like TV programs that show like council estates and people just in their houses doing nothing.
They're sitting at home with their feet up watching Jeremy Kyle.
If only you knew the amount of hard work that I put in.
The amount of people I see leave early in the morning, their car's not there.
And people could have 3 jobs, 2 jobs.
And they come back late at night and they're putting in every hour.
Most of the criminals who mess up, the tax system are the ones at the top.
Yes, there are people that are like that, but that's like the minority.
Small, man.
That is
Very
like,
small.
is that-
Why are you always wearing a tracksuit?
Because it bangs.
Like if someone's wearing a hoodie, don't mean he's like a violent criminal.
Oh, if someone's wearing a tracksuit, they're scary, blah, blah, blah.
If you go Stratford right now, put up your hood, someone's going to come to you and ask you to take off your hood because it looks threatening.
So would you want to go out in a polo neck?
I wear it for comfort, I might go for a jog, I might go for a run, I might go to the gym.
I remember me and my friends, we got stopped and searched by police for wearing suspiciously warm clothing in the summer. Like, what excuse is that? I was wearing a jacket.
Ew, I never go to that area.
They all think that it's full of like gangs and it's violent.
I'm not gonna lie, I come from a dirty area.
I think people actually expect it to be like the Purge.
A lot of people, they're really surprised when they find out where you're from.
Full of prostitution, and that's what it's known for.
Who do you expect to see? Do you know what I mean? Do you
That's
want
what I
Mr. T to come out with his chains?
I invited one particular friend to my house just for bants, and he's like, oh, I don't really want to get stabbed today.
Doesn't matter what your area is, once you're in your home, that's your little safe place.
That same day, I went home on my own, road was closed off, someone was stabbed.
She didn't want to come because she looked at it on Google Maps, and she said, I heard about that place.
But there's so much beauty behind it.
And then when she did come round, as soon as she came into my flat, she looked around and she was like, wow.
Community, art, there's so many young people and old people there, so you get a lot of family ties in the area. When I say Peckham, I think home.
That statement is so edgy.
I definitely think middle class people feel as if living on a council estate is cool.
That's really edgy, that's urban, that's dangerous there.
You should do that when you go home. That's so edgy.
So edgy.
Look at that.
Look at that empty syringe. So edgy.
Also, there's a lot of like middle class people that are like doing a lot of, photo exhibitions on council estates.
And seeing shit on the wall like Ted was here 2015.
They look at it as it's really cool to film here and it's like, it looks the part and you do music videos there.
Maybe the
so
council when they
edgy.
come in and have a look, oh, this is a
That's
bit
so edgy.
edgy.
I was taking note of that.
It does make us look as if like we're sort of dogs in a cage.
Some posh people moved in, and in the car park in the middle of the estate in the summer, I remember they had a table, They had wine.
In terms of it being seen as something like, oh, it's so cool, it wasn't always cool.
Anyway, as soon as the people round the corner who were just chilling on the block started making noise and being loud, they packed the stuff up so quick and they ran upstairs.
It's not like, it's not a cool place to be, but nor
But
is
it's
it a
portrayed as
scary
cool
place to
though now.
be.